Nepal and China yesterday issued a joint statement as part of Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal's official visit to China. The joint statement, according to analysts, lacks specifics on how it will result in greater support and assistance from China in terms of executing past agreements or new deals. Experts have maintained that the statement is vaguely worded and falls short of some key agendas that the two friendly neighbors currently face, such as Nepal's map issue, which is directly linked to the country's territorial integrity and sovereignty. Good morning, I'm Abheudaya Shrestha, and these are the headlines of the hour. The Supreme Court demands clarification on not proceeding with cases against former Prime Ministers Madhav Kumar Nepal and Baburam Bhattrai regarding the Lalita Niwas land scam. Market monitoring begins for the festivities. Department of Commerce, which considers charging fines and achievement, unaware about cause of inflation. Consumers at the receiving end. At least 100 people killed and 150 others injured after a fire broke out at a wedding in northern Iraq's Nineveh province. And Nepal sets up 4 world records in the T20 match against Mongolia. Nepal sets the world record for biggest total. Kushal Malla scores fastest century. Dipender Singh Airi hits the fastest half century. Clinches match by highest margin. The Supreme Court has sought for clarification from the government for failing to file cases against former Prime Ministers Baburam Bhattrai and Madhav Kumar Nepal and former Chief Secretary Lilamani Paudel, all of whom had been alleged of involvement in the infamous Lalita Niwas land scam. The single bench of Justice Binod Sharma demanded clarification in response to the writ filed by senior advocate Balkrishna Nyopane and advocate Rabin Sharma. The writ was filed on 18th of September earlier this month, demanding the Government Attorney Office file cases against Nepal, Bhattrai and Paudel for their alleged involvement. The government has been given 15 days to furnish a clarification with evidence to its claim, if any. The election process at the ongoing Bhagmati Province Specific Convention has been halted. Although the convention, which started in Kathmandu last Monday, was scheduled to end in 2 days, it has been extended as a consensus has not been reached in selecting the leadership. CPN-UML said that all works would be concluded today and the leadership would be decided. However, the election, which was scheduled to start from 8 this morning at the party office, still has not begun. The election process has been stalled after a high number of aspirants were in the fray for the leadership and also due to the dispute regarding the voter list. Those vying for the chairperson position of Bhagmati Province include incumbent provincial chair Keshav Prasad Pandey, Krishna Prasad Dahal, Kailas Prasad Dhungel, former Politburo member Sanu Kumar Shrestha, and former parliamentarian Krishna Bhakta Pokhrel. The Bhagmati Province Specific Convention will choose a 240-member committee, which will include a chairperson, vice chairperson, secretary, and 2 undersecretaries. Yesterday's closed session at the convention had endorsed the political and organizational report and directed the election committee to proceed with the election process. Government entities responsible for market monitoring have remained indifferent despite growing calls and complaints from the public about being scammed by businesses. Monitoring works by these bodies have been limited to festive seasons for years, as this year as well, the market inspection has begun ahead of the fast approaching festivities like Dasai and Tihar. The Department of Commerce, Import and Consumer Protection has begun market inspection by coordinating with 10 different entities targeting the upcoming festivities. The department had collected 19.8 million rupees in fine while inspecting 3,675 stores in the last fiscal year. This year, 8.3 million rupees has been collected in fines following inspections in almost 800 stores. However, the condition of the market has failed to improve. The price of rice has been hiked on 4 separate occasions within a year, while traders have sold onions in black market on 2 occasions. The current market has also seen an exorbitant hike in the prices of sugar and cumin. The department, meanwhile, has failed to address this issue and instead called the recent inspections an achievement. The government has changed the leadership at the Department of Commerce, which is the market regulating body. Director General of the department, Gajendra Kumar Thakur, was transferred to the ministry when the regulating committee was holding a meeting. A new Director General has been appointed recently. According to the Local Government Regulation Act, the local authority is also responsible for monitoring the market. As per the Consumer Protection Act, a committee has to be formed under the leadership of the Assistant Chief District Officer to conduct inspection within the district. However, the local government and the District Administration Office have failed to do so. Entities in the federal, provincial, and local levels have been assigned the responsibility of market inspection, but they have yet to prioritize the issue. Prices of a number of consumable goods have increased by 100% in the past 2 months amid feeble market inspection. The government has failed to identify the reason, while the public continue to suffer. Medical doctors have resorted to protest with the demand of security after a series of attacks against them. Before the ink on the agreement on the Hetauda incident had dried, another similar attack at the Manipal Hospital of Pokhara has led to the doctors to organize another protest in Kathmandu with assurance of their security. Resident doctors of Bir Hospital, Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital, and Patan Hospital, among other hospitals of Kathmandu, organized a peaceful protest at Maitighar yesterday with the demand of the assurance of their security. The resident doctors had boycotted their duty and participated in the protest. Their demands include assurance of security at their workplaces, implementation of the act related to the security of health professionals and medical institutions, and actions against those involved in the assault of health professionals. The agitating resident doctors have also demanded the resignation of Minister for Home Affairs Narankaji Shrestha and Minister for Health and Population Mohan Bahadur Basnet. The Doctors Association has also said that the government had been ignoring the assaults of doctors in recent time. The association has demanded the complete implementation of the past agreements to ensure the security of the doctors. Relatives of 57-year-old Sukmaya Dura of Lamjung Sundar Bazar Municipality Ward Number 7 had resorted to violence after her death at Manipal Hospital in Pokhara. Police have said that those involved in the assault have yet to be identified, but one person has been arrested while additional investigation is underway. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Here's the question. Why do you think doctors were compelled to resort to protests demanding for their security? Your options are A, result of weak security, B, result of lack of impunity, and C, lapses in their own services. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked people in all the provinces what should be done to protect children from malnutrition. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
बालबालिकाको चाहिँ स्वास्थ्य चौकीमा आएर तौल चाहिँ जाँच गर्नु पर्यो
आफ्नो बच्चालाई आफ्नो ध्यान दिनुपर्छ
पौष्टिक खाजाहरू चाहिँ समावेश गराउनुपर्छ
नियमित खोपहरू लगाउने
बालबालिकाहरू त्यस्तो बच्चाहरू कम तौलको जन्म्यो भने तुरुन्त बालरोग विशेषज्ञ डाक्टरको सल्लाह तथा पोषण पुनर्स्थापन केन्द्रको सल्लाहको लागि एकदम रिफर गर्नु पर्यो
प्रोटिन भएको खानेकुराहरू खुवाउनु पर्छ
नियमित रूपमा चाहिँ स्तनपान गराउने र चाहिँ पोषणयुक्त खाना खुवाउने
गहुँ कोदो जौ फापर यस्ता खानेकुराहरूलाई चाहिँ बच्चाको लागि थोथोरै रूपमा दुधको रूपमा चाहिँ लिटो मिसाएर उले दियो भने चाहिँ पक्कै पनि बच्चा चाहिँ कुपोषणबाट जोगिन्छ
बच्चाबच्चीलाई गेडागुडी हरियो सागपात अनि फलफुल सबै आहार प्रशस्त खाना दिनुपर्छ
जङ्क फुडहरू चाहिँ खानु हुँदैन
प्याकेटको सामानहरूबाट टाढै राख्नुपर्छ
समय अनुसार चाहिँ विभिन्न प्रकारका पौष्टिक आहारहरू खुवाउन पनि जरुरी हुन्छ
कुन खानेकुरामा कति तत्त्व हुन्छ खानेकुरालाई कसरी मिलाएर खुवाउने अन्डा माछा मासु दूध तरकारी भात त्यो यसरी आमालाई सचेतन गरायो भने पनि बालबालिकालाई चाहिँ कुपोषणबाट बचाउन सकिन्छ
बच्चा 2 वर्षको नहुन्जेलसम्म आमाको दुध साथै अरू थोक खानेकुरा पनि खुवाउनु पर्छ
खानेकुरा राम्ररी खुवाउनु पर्छ
बच्चालाई 6 महिनासम्म आमाको दुध मात्रै खुवाउनु पर्छ 6 महिनापछि थप आहारहरू खुवाउनु पर्छ
It's time now for the international updates. At least 100 people have died and 150 others injured after a fire broke out at a wedding in northern Iraq. The bride and the groom are reported to be among the victims. The fire took place in the district of Al-Hamadiyya in Iraq's northern Nineveh province last night. It is not yet clear what caused the blaze, but early reports say it broke out after fireworks were lit. Firefighters could be seen climbing over the wreckage of the building in search of survivors in a video filmed at the site. Eyewitnesses said hundreds of people were there celebrating when the building caught fire at around 10:45 p.m. local time. The Speaker of Canada's House of Commons has resigned after inviting a Ukrainian man who fought for a Nazi unit to Parliament and praising him. After first resisting calls to step down, Anthony Rota quit yesterday after meeting party leaders in Ottawa. The incident last Friday drew global condemnation. Yaroslav Hunka, 98, got a standing ovation after Rota called him a hero during a Friday visit by Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Rota has said he did not know of Hunka's Nazi ties and made a mistake in inviting him to attend the event. Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said on Monday it was extremely upsetting that this took place. Trudeau called last week's incident deeply embarrassing. During World War II, Hunka served in the 14th Waffen-SS Grenadier Division, a volunteer unit made up mostly of ethnic Ukrainians under Nazi command. Division members are accused of killing Polish and Jewish civilians, although the unit has not been found guilty of any war crimes by a tribunal. Early yesterday, Poland's education minister said he had taken steps towards extraditing Hunka.
Sports news.
Nepal are up against India in the Under-19 SAF Championship semi-final today. The match is scheduled to kick off at 5:30 p.m. Nepal time at the Dasrat Stadium in Tripureshwar. Nepal are facing India in the semi-final after finishing as runners-up in Group A. Nepal booked a place in the semis by thumping Maldives 4-1 last Monday in their second match. Although Nepal had lifted the title in 2015 and 2017, they have suffered losses in the semi-finals against India in the past two championships. India reached the semis topping Group B after blanking Bangladesh 1-0 and edging past Bhutan 2-1. After Nepal lost to Pakistan by a solitary goal in their first match, Nepal had to defeat Maldives in a do-or-die match to reach the semi-finals. Bangladesh, who were runners-up of the previous two editions of the championship, have already crashed out of the tournament after losing to Bhutan 4-3 in their second match. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.